I was waiting for some noises. So
We're ready.
Nice. So we've got a whole bunch. How many people have been in the system? How many people have been in the oh, nice. Okay. How many people like, this is a loaded question, by the way, you don't have to lie to me, and I won't get my feelings to hurt. How many people like the new system? Some people like it. Everybody else loves Matrix. How many people love Matrix when we started it? Right? Because there's no better way to make people love their MLS system than to take it away, right? So in due time, you guys will all love to connect as well. Probably not as much as me, and probably not in such a short a period of time, but we are changing for a number of different reasons. And again, it's a change so that we can ensure we can do things. It's the foundation of what we're doing for a bunch of stuff that'll be coming down the pipe to ensure that you guys remain in the center of the real estate transaction. There's lots and lots of people trying to disintermediate you. Has anybody seen our TV commercial? A couple of you, right? So anybody who was watching the Monday Night Football last night, they saw it about halftime. It's going on in a number of other places. It's going to be on all the iHeart radio stations, and then in Fairfield County, iHeart doesn't have a presence. It'll be on Connoisseur Media there. And it's encouraging that people to use a realtor, right, to list their listing on the MLS. All in an effort to help this industry that low inventory is a significant problem. I cannot solve that. I cannot solve interest rates. I don't know to defend me today or is it tomorrow. I don't know. There's so much news about it if rates are going up again. But there's lots of things going on. I'm going to be at the roundtable to answer all of your questions, and we might have a few minutes here as well. The other thing, so only people that use transaction desk. Certainly, you got it. Anybody that used transaction desk got a message the other day that transaction desk is going away as well. And Realist, people that use Realist is going away. We announced that a long time ago. CRS Tax is taking its place. We've got a really cool custom forms and signatures solution that you guys will have access to. That's totally meant for the real estate industry. All of your forms will be there. Any of your brokerage forms that you want to add, you'll be able to add them yourselves if you want, and my team can add them for you. Not like we had before where it was like a 6-8 week lead time in order to get forms. And then some more cool things coming down the pike. So who's got questions for me? There's got to be a loaded question.
Is there any way to have the transaction desk contracts that people already have going on moved into your solution?
So is there any way? So yes, there is a way to move them in our solution. Transaction desk is choosing not to do that, right? So our solution can accept them, but transaction desk won't touch them. I've just tried to bargain 6 ways to Sunday with them, and they won't do it. They say they're yours, even if you give us permission, they won't allow it, right? So we would love to have it. All of our contracts going forward, that was an older contract, we'll definitely have all that information in it so it's protected and people don't have to jump through 1,000 hoops. If I could solve that one, and we've been really trying, but they're not budgeted, right?
So we can't move our contacts either.
So the contacts, no. So I don't know how much you need your contacts in the transaction piece because they're a lot of older stuff, right? To start fresh with new stuff as new transactions going forward. But
when does transaction desk go away?
so transactional desk will go away sometime by the end of the year, right? We don't have a definitive date on that yet. So again, I'm still trying really hard to get them to collaborate with us a lot more. Just they're not budgeting.
And what is your update on Broker Bay? Or?
My update on Broker Bay is there's no way on God's great earth that I would be up here standing in front of you if I was changing your MLS system and your showing platform at the same time. So they didn't get their act together before we started this transition, so we just had to put the brakes on it, right? So changing an MLS system, it's a nightmare, but it's a heck of a lot easier than changing your showing system, right? Because there is no overlapping period, right? We equate it to changing all 4 tires going down I-95, right? It's just you keep going. There's showing set up in one system one day, and then poof, they're gone, and the next day there's no easy transition period. So we will have a period of calm for a while before we transition to anything like that, because you guys probably already want to kill me to begin with. And these aren't my decisions, but they're all good decisions. It's going to be worth it, right? So this is short-term pain for absolute long-term gain, right? The stuff that we have for you to get your data back, to get insights, to get the consumer information, to have decision support, to know what's going on in the market. All those factors are huge, right? And none of that we can do today with the underlying technology. the vendors that we use were unwilling to give us your data back so we could, do things to it and give it back to you, having insights as to what is going on. We have to work with vendors that are going to work with us to move us forward and not hold us back. And that's what we are doing today. So who wants to, yeah,
Sure.
Go ahead.
I like the format of the Connect, but I can't read it. The typeface is too small.
Okay, I'll bring that information back. That's not the actual screen where you do the searching, the reports, the entirety of everything.
The printout, I can't read. Is there a way we can?
Oh. So yeah, there's a number of different printouts. So you're looking at the classic printout, the old printout. Just let me know afterwards, right? So I'll be at the round table. I'll be out here afterwards. Happy to hear anything and everything. So hopefully some people here have noticed that if you've reported something, it's been adjusted. Anybody have that experience? Don't all say yes at once, by the way. Yeah.
So I reported like some features that were taken away, from Matrix to Smart. Is there any way to add some of those features?
So it depends on what it is. We've got a list of things that are being done, so we go by what affects the most people at the same
the
time.
drive time, drive radius showing.
Yep, so that will be there in 2 or 3 releases.
What about like putting in multiple MLS numbers or multiple addresses in a search?
Yeah, it's been there for months.
You just put
It's
commas
really
between
good.
them, commas.
So you can either
Type
do,
edits.
you can either do up at the top and put commas between, or you can
Smart
go
bar.
search and you do multiple addresses. If you want to do multiple addresses like 127 Smith Street and 522 Apple Street, you can do all that. I can show you that, yeah.
Thank you.
So anything and everything, just ask. If you've asked it before and we didn't do it or we didn't give you an update, I apologize that it's just come in fast and furious. If you don't think it's been done, ask again, because we've added a tremendous amount, right? Our matrix system is highly, highly customized, right? So the project sales staff was forbidden to show our system to other MLSs, right? So it's the most customized system out there with a lot of time and effort put into it. And I've got Connect MLS programmers putting 12 years worth of work in a 12-month period of time, right? So we're trying to get everything we can. I got the high sign, so I will be.
Oh, no, I had a question for you.
Oh, you have a question for me?
Yeah, is Connect MLS doing any artificial intelligence? I don't know if you heard any of the presentations today, but there's a lot of AI. Is there anything to report on
So the
that?
AI would be, so if we call photo recognition AI by doing it, we were doing that with Redsky and Connect. We're going to partner with another vendor to read photos and stuff. That's not there yet, but it's going to be there. We're also looking at other partners where if you walk into a room, you have your phone and you scan it, then it'll give you the full dimensions, the ceiling height. It'll tell you, you got curtains, you got a stainless steel refrigerator, you got all this other stuff. Some stuff is there, some stuff's not. Most people don't go in the house, but they're having the photographers do stuff, so they're like floor plans and create them there. We're looking at a whole bunch of things, right? So we got to make sure it's the right partner for us, and all that information is extremely valuable data to make sure we get all that back to you, so we can regurgitate it, put it together, and give it back to you guys, right? Yes.
Okay, Kathy, I think you already mentioned that. What's replacing Real List?
What's Realist is being replaced by something we call Smart Tax, or Smart MLS Tax. Yep.
Okay.
That's been out for probably 6 to 7 months now. Anytime you view the tax record in Connect, you're automatically given to a Smart Tax report. It does the mailing labels. If you're interested in the tax product, take the time to take our 1-hour session on Smart Tax. There's so much information in that product, right? That it's an hour you won't waste of your day, where you can learn a whole bunch. You can farm and you can walk the neighborhood and see what's been for sale and do a whole bunch of things. So it's pretty cool what can be done. And we have solar information in there that we don't have anywhere else. So which will also be in Connect as well.